open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs and other farm animals, this is Irenia, and welcome back to episode 31 of Omnifactory, the quest. Now, when we left off, we had just completed the heat-proof machine casings and the electric blast furnace controller. Now we're going to start working on the other components, but you probably noticed that my inventory is just a little bit manic at the moment because there is a lot of stuff I actually need to do in order to get there. For one thing, I need to create some more wrought iron, and I need a little bit more nickel because we're going to have to make a lot of copper nickel. We're actually going to need a stack of copper and a stack of nickel to be able to pull this off. So I've got my obsidian furnace working full speed. In fact, there it goes. It even got an extra diamond for me out of the equation. And, oh, that completed a quest for us, too. How convenient. So we're going to throw that 10 nickel in there. Let's check that quest really quick. That's probably in the end game. Yep. Oh, and that gives us 5 Omni nickels. Totes awesome, am I right? There we go. That's getting good now. Alright, so we've got the 64 copper, the 64 nickel. We're going to start getting a lot of machines working today. Because we first have to take our alloy smelter, throw 64 copper and 64 nickel. That's going to give us 128 cupra nickel, which is what we're going to make the coils of the blast furnace out of. And in fact, I just realized because of... no, actually, I do still need 64, because I need 64 2x wires, and each of those will make 2 wires. Or am I thinking about this weird? No, I need 128. I know, I knew what I was doing, I just managed to confuse myself for a moment, which is, oh. I didn't actually need to smelt that extra wrought iron after all, but turns out we have plenty. So we're going to go ahead and throw that back in the metal box. Save it for later. I wish I hadn't wasted the iron now. If I'd have remembered that was down there, I need to start doing some more with the checks there, gang. So the first thing we need to do, we need to make 6 hulls. We do that with 48 plates. Gives us 6 hulls. We take those 6 hulls, we take 18 of the plates, we throw those on top. Now tin cable looks like we're going to be just a hair short, so I'm actually going to go ahead and... Oops, I forgot to mill more tin wire. I said I needed to get a bunch of the machines working, and I was right. I just wasn't paying attention to which ones. That's going to go ahead and keep working away at our alloys there. Of course, producing power as best it can to keep up with the fact that I'm running about 3,000 different machines. Of course, there's my nether portal churning away. And I did make that before the update, because now I'm told you can't make nether portals the same way, so... Alright, there's the 6 machine hulls that we need. That's going to let us make the... oops. Need to get back to the quest. It's going to let us make the energy hatches, which need more tin cables. Okay, I need 2 more tin cables. So that's going to mean... I'm actually going to mill 4. And you'll see why, because I'm going to grab another... 7 wrought iron ingots and make 1 more energy hatch just to be safe, because that's generally what you do with Greg Tech. Okay, the alloy smelter has stopped. Now that's 64 of the copper nickel done. Now that'll finish the other 64 while we work on other things. I'm gonna let that go. The compressor's gonna do me a favor and make 7 more wrought iron plates. I'm suddenly realizing I actually need 1 more ingot of tin because it's going to take me 5 wires. Or 5 cables. Notice that I have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of tin. I almost wish I could sell that for coins. Maybe we'll come back to that later. And we're going to go ahead and mill one more tin ingot. That gives us 6. Now, I'm not going to make you guys sit through the milling of the cooper nickel. I want to make sure I've got everything else that I need milled first. Okay, machine hull and chest. Machine hull and chest the other way. Machine hull and glass, and machine hull and glass the other way. Okay, I've got all the wiring I should need. So that's continuing to work. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw these 64 cupro-nickel ingots in there, and it's going to start right to work. Wow, that does move. Okay. We're going to build one more energy hatch really quick here. Iron wrench. That gives me the machine casing, and that's going to give me the stuff I need for one more energy hull. Now let's make the energy hatches, which we're going to make 3. I think it's energy input hatch, yes. 3 energy input hatch. Now I need 2 chests and 2 glass. I have the glass. Do I have any chests in function box? I'm going to grab 3 more spruce. And that will allow me to make 2 chests. If I actually put all the wood in there. Wow! My voice is deciding not to like me today. Okay, there's the output bus. There's the fluid output hatch. We put them the other way. There's the input bus. And the fluid input hatch. Okay. And I, of course, have 3 energy input hatches. So we're starting to bring this together. I'm going to reorganize my inventory here. Get all of the fancy stuff. Okay, how are we doing down here? The wire mill's completed a quarter of what we need. So I'm going to grab the other 64 ingots, go ahead and throw those in there. And now we start to work. Because we need 2 times cupro-nickel wire. That gives us 32 of them. And how we make the coil blocks, we come up to the crafting table, grab an iron wrench, cupro-nickel all the way around, or cupro-nickel coil blocks. And we need 16. I've got the wire mill down here working full blast. Continuing to make us more and more. Here in a moment, actually, I'm going to have to pull out another stack of 64. There it is. And now it's milling the last couple of batches. Okay. Back up to the crafting table. And I think I might actually create another crafting table. Oops. I need to double those up first. That's easy. And now we've got half of our coil blocks. So let's actually go ahead and start putting this together because it's going to look real cool. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to assemble the bottom layer. And I think we're going to put it out here. Which means actually that that ceiling is going to have to go. I'm going to have to knock out this wall too. Right by the battery, right there. Oh, that's the wrong hammer. No wonder things are acting weird. I'm going to put that block of quartz back in. I can use the correct hammer and knock out the entire wall at once. And really, I only wanted to knock out part of it. Out too. Ah! Not the stone bricks though. Gonna take out that iron fence. This is going to be tricky. This is going to be very tricky. So what I want to do is I want to run the wires down, but I'm not sure I can block the back of these. Not sure I'm going to want to block the back of those. Let me see here. I need wire cutters. That does mean I'm going to have to make more conductive iron cable. Of course, I have plenty of conductive iron. Alright, that's done with the third batch, so we're going to let that continue. Get our third line of cupro-nickel coil. Ah! I keep forgetting I have to double those up. Get our third of 4 batches of cupro-nickel coil blocks. No, get 1 cupro-nickel coil block, because my wrench is... Excuse me, my wrench is stupid. Do I want to make a steel wrench? What do I want to make a wrench out of? I'll make a red alloy wrench if I can, just because I can, you know. See what it can do for me. And a hammer? No. You cannot make a wrench out of red alloy. Probably should have expected that, but what do you know? Go ahead and make another iron wrench then. Alright, and then finish the batch of cupro-nickel coil blocks. Okay, wire mill's done, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to throw 16 of those. That'll make 32 cables, which I can then bundle up into 4 times cable. Don't forget to double them up. And throw them... Well, normally it'd be in a ring, but I have to fix it first. There we go. Cupro-nickel coil block. And then I need to really quick look at conductive iron. I need 4 times cable. Of course, you make from combining 2 times cable, which you make from combining 1 times cable. But that means I don't have enough room. I need to get some crap out of my inventory. Fine copper wire can go away, copper cable can go away, red alloy cable can go away. That 1 tin cable can go away. Okay, conductive iron wire. Just making sure I have nothing else down here for the moment. I hope that machine's not going to explode the moment I try and hook it up. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make 16. That's only going to be enough for 4 lengths of cable, though. Which I technically need 5, but let's go ahead and... I think I can... Is there a spider in my house? I really hope there isn't a spider in my house. No, there's just a spider on my house, I think. Yep, spider on my house. I didn't think I could have spiders on my house, but I guess I can. I know I only needed 4 lengths. Let's go ahead and... Can you not do that in this version? I guess not. Because I only want them to connect to... I only want them to connect this way. I don't want the satchel, I want the energy hatches. Okay. Now we can actually, I think we can complete the assembly, actually. Now I think of it. We need a heat-proof machine casing in the center. This ceiling needs to go. Or this part of the ceiling does, at least. That's the wrong hammer again. It's what, the second time I've done that? Okay. Now the ceiling of it is all heat-proof casings, right? Yes. That, however, is not. God damn it. Okay. Now, we're going to have that one left over. Blast furnace controller. The fluid input, or the input bus and the output bus will be over here. I'll put the fluid output on right, input on left. Of course, that does allow me to use actual fluid storage. And then the coil blocks. What we do with those is we just create a ring. We create a coil, a giant coil. And just like that, we have made an electric blast furnace. I just realized that I may not want to have that third energy hatch. I'm going to very quickly tear into the machine, because you see what it does? It can take 2 amps through each of those. I don't want to do that, because that could blow up the machine. These cables can only deliver 4 amps. I need to take these coil blocks out. We are running really long here. Okay, energy input, energy input. Close the coils back up. Okay, that's better. 1, 2, 8. That way it's not going to explode the moment I turn it on. And we have a spare energy hatch for the next thing we need it for, or if and when I decide to upgrade this CEF with additional battery slots, if I can. But hey, we have a complete electric blast furnace, and that is going to be the episode. If you liked it, please make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check out our Twitch and Discord links in the description. If you really like us, please consider supporting the channel on Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. In the meantime, this is Irinia saying thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.